it's Bakudeku from My Hero Academia. So today, I will be explaining to you why it is so popular. Why do people ship them? Reason number one, the dynamics. People just love enemies to lovers. And also, actually, Bakugo and Deku, they have many dynamics, okay? Not only just enemies to lovers, they are also rivals to lovers. It's like that push and pull. Like, is this gonna happen? Is this not gonna happen? Like, I hate you, but somehow I can't stop thinking of you. And also, they are childhood best friends to bullies / getting bullied, to rivals, to lovers. They have like so many different tropes all squeezed into one. That's why people are like, the dynamic is cute. Okay, reason number two. They are the reason for each other's character development. And this is a very key thing, okay? Because they play a big part in improving one another. They help each other become better people. I'm not gonna lie, Bakugo, he started off as a bully. And this is a reason why a lot of people can't get behind the Bakudeku ship. Because they feel like, what the freak? This is not ethical, right? Bakugo was bullying Izuku. And I'm not gonna lie, at the start, I really hated Bakugo. I think I made multiple TikTok videos talking a lot of shit about Bakugo because I was just so angry with him. How could he say all those mean things to Izuku? Let's take a look at Swan Dive Gate. That's right, the moment that I felt like, oh, no, I can't ship the two of them. When Bakugo told Izuku to take a swan dive off the roof in hopes that in his next life, he could have a quirk. How could he say something like that to small innocent Izuku? I just felt like, no, Izuku deserved better at that point. That was a red flag for Bakugo. But, okay, not to defend him, but he was young. He was young and stupid, but he apologized. Which I will talk a little bit more later on. Yeah. So if you don't ship Bakudeku, I feel you. But I really feel that Bakugo learns how to be a better person, how to be a better human, how to be a better hero because of Deku. And that's why Bakudeku is a cute ship. And Bakugo literally apologizes to Izuku for everything that he's done. And he not only just apologizes, he makes sure to show it through his actions that he's sorry. Like this scene. But we will talk more about this later on, okay? I think the biggest thing is that Izuku forgave him. So, like, they really moved past it. I'm not saying that it was right for Bakugo to have done all that shit to Izuku when they were, like, younger. But Izuku seemed to move past it. So I feel like, you know what? I can cover an eye for, like, the shit that Bakugo did to Izuku because Izuku didn't hold it against him. Bakugo from Deku, he learns how to communicate. He learns how to work in a team. Yeah, he also learns how to care for people and show it because of Deku. Like from young, Bakugo already had like what it takes power-wise to be a hero. But he didn't have the heart. And he learned how to be a true hero by observing Izuku and learning how to be a nicer and better human. And that's why I really like Bakugo's character development so much. And I feel like a lot of it was really pushed by Izuku. Izuku learned a lot of things from Bakugo. He learned how to stand up for himself. I mean, partly it's because he got bullied, but you know what? He stood up for himself. Izuku learns how to be confident, and he learns how to push himself to catch up with Bakugo, you know, how they have this competitive thing going on. Because Bakugo and Izuku are always chasing one another, they actually push each other to be the best versions of themselves. People ship Bakudeku because it's really that serious. They would die for one another. I think in this scene, my body moved before I could do anything, you know, like Bakugo literally like jumps in front and gets injured for Deku and he doesn't even do it like consciously. It's like his very soul wants to protect Deku so badly that he would put himself in harm's way. And that is something that like Bakugo has never really done before. He's very used to like defeating the villain to save somebody, but to put himself in harm's way, that's like something that he learned from Deku, as seen from how Deku fought off the sludge monster. And he shows that same protective tendency towards Deku. And I think the worst thing is that Bakugo was already so injured like because of Deku, because he was like trying to like protect Deku. But when he woke up in the hospital, he was like pushing like all his classmates away, like they were asking him to rest, but he was like, I need to look at Deku because Deku was still in a coma. Can you see why people ship them? Bakugo literally died once for Izuku, and Do we need to talk about this cover? I feel like even the author kind of ships them, because what is this? Isn't this a reference to like the Spider-Man cover? I don't know, it's seeming a little sus. There are also many unexplainable sus moments between the two of them that makes people have no choice but to ship them. So let's look at these moments together. Number 1, give me back my Kachan. You know, when it was the training camp and Bakugo got kidnapped, Deku was like, his arms were broken, but he was still running after the villains. And then when they actually captured Bakugo, he shouted, "Give me back my Kachan!" Until the villains have to call him up and be like, your Kachan? I don't think Bakugo belongs to anyone. Not them clocking his gates here, you know. I don't know, that's a little bit strange to say about your friend, calling them yours. The next moment, I need to carry you, Kachan, grab onto me. There was one arc where like they had to do a training simulation where there was a collapsing building and need to save a dummy that was like stuck in the building. And then the building actually started collapsing and Bakugo got injured. And then Deku had to be like, let me carry you, Kachan, let me carry you. I was like, this is such a fanfic situation. Like, what? And in the end, Bakugo was like, fine! Let me use you as my crutch. And he actually lets like Deku like carry him out of the building. Like, I don't know. This is such a fanfic trope. You can't tell me that the author had no intention of making this kind of like scene as like a romantic thing. Like, why would you put them in a fanfic situation? Losing control over Black Whip. Okay, I really like this one because like they kind of say in the show that Black Whip's actually controlled by your heart. So you need to like be able to like rein in your emotions. If not, Black Whip will like go out of control. And yet, the first time that it fully manifested in a way that Izuku couldn't control it was when somebody was talking mad shit about Bakugo. And then like, Izuku's Black Whip just whoosh everywhere. Why? You tell me. It's a matter of the heart, so... I don't know, the fanfic's writing itself. You know what my favorite Bakudeku fanfic is? My Hero Academia. Kachan and the others. Whenever Deku is talking about the other class 1A people, he will say Kachan and the others. Like, Kachan is like special, but the others are just extras. I don't know, seems to me that someone is more special than the others. I wonder why. Class 1A versus Bakugo. In the part of My Hero Academia where they were all trying to convince Izuku to come back to UA, everyone in the class took their turn to be like, Izuku, please listen to us. Izuku didn't really care. He was like, no, don't hold me back, don't hold me back. Then it just took Bakugo saying, Izuku, I'm sorry. And then Izuku fell into his arms. I don't know. Seems like Bakugo has a special effect on Deku. Live on television, Bakugo says, I'm Kachan Bakugo. He came out on live TV, you know, guys. Like Kachan is like the special nickname that Deku gave to him. And he has never used it to describe himself. He only like allows like Izuku to call him that. But when fighting All For One, he calls himself Kachan Bakugo. All For One compares him to Kudo and he was like, no, I am Bakugo and I am Izuku's Bakugo, not like Yoichi's Kudo. So let's just let it sink in. He used that word even though he knew that like the whole world was watching. He was probably gonna get teased for it, but he was proud, and he was so proud. He said it with his whole chest, I'm Kachan Bakugo. He loves that little nickname that Izuku gave him. In fact, I think he loved it from the start. That's why he always let Deku call him by that. So cute. Also, when Deku lost his quirk, Deku didn't even cry, but Bakugo was sobbing. Like, he was like crying so freaking hard. He was sadder about Izuku losing his quirk than Izuku was, because it mattered to him that the two of them could achieve their dream together and like continue to chase after one another. Bakugo, he was still blaming himself. What did I do to you? Oh. The amount of like emotions that Bakugo feels for like Izuku. Can you really blame people for shipping the two of them? Like, even if it's a friendship, I feel like they are very, very cute. And last but not least, he saved up for 8 years to get a suit for Deku. Oh my gosh. Bakugo! Like, I know the whole project was funded by Class 1A and Bakugo, but they kind of said that Bakugo, like, mainly led the project and funded, like, a big portion of it. So, like, he would work that hard to, like, help Izuku achieve his dream again. I feel like these kind of thing, like, will you do it for your friend? Or will you do it for someone who's more than a friend to you? In conclusion, they make each other better and they are also better together. That's why people ship Bakudeku. I hope you can see where I'm coming from. And let me know, did I miss out any of your favorite Bakudeku moments? And yeah. And actually, okay, I want to clarify. I don't actually ship Bakudeku that much. What I really ship is Deku Baku. But I feel like I could make a whole other video talking about why Deku Baku makes more sense. Let me know if you want that video. Bye!